So when the Sushumna Nadi is activated, what happens? Energy flows from the bottom of the spine, from the Muladhara upwards. Okay. For spiritual progress, the activation of the Sushumna Nadi is very important. Now, this is one of the main benefits of Shirshasana. Okay. Improving focus, of course, is there. Okay. But as spiritual practitioners, we do Shirshasana before meditation because it increases the energy flow within the Sushumna Nadi. Okay, so that you can take the energies from one chakra to another chakra easily. Okay. The other part is it improves the functioning of pituitary gland, pineal gland. So these are all physical things. As the blood flow increases into the head region, okay, it improves the functioning of pituitary gland and pineal gland. Okay. So these are some of the benefits. Now, there are some side effects of Shirshasana also. We call it as side effects. Normal people call it as amazing effects. Okay. It improves the blood flow to the head. That means that your face looks brighter. It removes wrinkles. It prevents aging of the face. When there is more blood flow, it prevents aging of the face. Anybody going bald here? Anybody going bald? Okay. So daily practice of Shirshasana actually stops hair fall. It improves blood flow into the scalp region. Okay, it improves the hair growth. Okay. It improves eyesight. These are all like side effects. Okay, so if you have varicose veins, okay, call it varicose veins, right? Okay. It improves varicose veins conditions, right? What happens is that all this bad blood, it is like an anti-gravity pose, right? So when you do an anti-gravity pose, it pulls off all this bad blood from your legs, from your extremities, okay, and it helps to circulate that. And this circulation actually improves multiple things. Okay, so it improves your blood pressure. It improves the blood pressure. If you are diabetic, it improves diabetic conditions. If you have digestive problems, it improves digestive issues. Okay. Now, when you stand upside down, there is another benefit is that all these organs in your stomach is putting pressure on your diaphragm. Okay. Now there is pressure on your diaphragm, so it improves your lung capacity. So that means that it improves your breathing. It improves your posture. These are what we call as all side effects. And these are all the reasons why Shirshasana is called the king of poses, king of asanas. Now, Shirshasana has been practiced from thousands of years. Thousands of years we have been practicing Shirshasana. And these are the reasons. Now, there is the queen of asanas. Which one is the queen of asanas? Anybody?
Sir, Sarvangasana.
Okay. Sarvangasana is called the queen of asanas. So Sarvangasana also has got very similar benefits. Now, if you cannot do Shirshasana, before Shirshasana we teach Sarvangasana. Okay, so it helps you in that balance. Okay. So Shirshasana is a bit more difficult to balance, right? So Shirshasana, when you're talking about the activation of Agni Chakra and Sahasrara Chakra, Shirshasana is very important. Okay, but to get that balance right, it takes some time. So we start with Sarvangasana. Now Sarvangasana has got some additional benefits. okay, which is like improves the blood flow to the throat region. So it improves the thyroid glands, right? So any issues with the thyroid glands is all removed with Sarvangasana. Now when you're doing Sarvangasana, it is important that you do the reverse of Sarvangasana also, which is the counter pose of Sarvangasana.
Fish pose.
Yeah, Matsyasana or the fish pose. Okay. See, all of this has to be learned properly. So there are certain ways of doing this. So Sarvangasana is learned before we go into Shirshasana. So after Sarvangasana we do Matsyasana and then we can do Shirshasana. Okay, so this is the normal progression which we do. Now, with all these benefits, right? And it has been studied. See, we have been doing it for thousands of years. Now, today, even if you go to any of these AI tools, right, ChatGPT or Google Bard, now Google Gemini, you will get all the benefits of Shirshasana and Sarvangasana. I don't have to really explain it. Right? AI will tell you what are the benefits. Now, I made this video specifically today because of a really stupid video someone sent me like last week. Really stupid. Okay, so it is a group of people. Okay. And there's a doctor who is invited. It's like a show. And the doctor is invited to the show. And the doctor claims to know about neuroscience and all that. And he comes with a skeleton. Okay, you know that doctors use the skeleton to explain anatomy and all that, right? He comes with a skeleton. And he says, oh, Sarvangasana. No, you should not do Sarvangasana. Your neck will be bent like this. And your neck will be broken if you do Sarvangasana. Too much of pressure on the nerves, and he show you. Okay, your neck will be like this. I said, okay. Then he goes to Shirshasana. Oh my God, you should never do Shirshasana. See, the blood is coming to the head. Head is becoming red. It's as if, the blood is coming to the red and, head is going to burst. So he's explained. See, the problem is all of these are like what you call as pseudoscience. There is a little bit of scientific thing inside what he's talking about. But this is pseudoscience because he is not understanding the whole thing. Right? Without studying the whole thing, he's just talking a little bit and he's assuming the rest. Okay, so what he's saying is correct, the blood flow increases. Right? But head is such an amazing thing that head actually, or the brain actually regulates the blood flow into the head, right? So when there is more blood flow to the head, the brain is giving a command saying that, okay, push it more to the heart region, right? So it improves your heart capacity, right? But it is reducing from the extremities, like the legs, right? So there is more blood flow to the heart region, right? So brain is clever enough to regulate this, but the doctor doesn't know because he has not studied, right? He has studied medicine. In medicine there is nothing about yoga, especially allopathy medicine. There is nothing about yoga, right? So this is what we call as pseudoscience. And he talked about Sarvangasana. Neck will become like a, you break the chicken's neck, right? Like that, right? He thinks that, okay, we do Sarvangasana, it will be like, right? It will be like that, right? So, and he's using the skeleton to show it, right? And he's showing, the nerves being pinched. Okay. Yeah, nerves are being compressed little bit. That actually improves the blood flow to the throat region, right? any asana when you talk about, okay, there is a little bit of pressure in certain joints and all that, and that is actually good for you. Right? Now, what I said is that he knows a little bit, that is correct. Because there are people who should not do these poses. So let's say you have got really high blood pressure, you should not do inversions. That is correct, right? If you have got eye problems, that is glaucoma and those kind of issues, then you should not do inverted poses. Okay, so there are things which you have to take care. Not everybody can do these poses. Now, if you are so obese, you can't do the normal asanas like Paschimottanasana or any of these new simple poses, right? Cobra pose, okay, Shalabhasana. Now, if you cannot do all these poses, don't even attempt Shirshasana, right? Go step by step. You have to go step by step. Don't go and jump into advanced poses. And this is why it is important that you learn step by step and you learn from a proper guru. You learn from a proper guru. You don't want the prophecies of these doctors coming true. Right? You are already obese and you don't practice asanas, you are not physically fit, and then you go and start doing Shirshasana, probably you will break your neck. That's correct. There is no doubt. Right? So it is like you don't know how to drive a car and suddenly you get into the car and you drive on the highway trying to go at 100 kilometers per hour. What happens? You're definitely going to crash, there's no doubt, and you will die. Right? Does that mean that driving a car is dangerous? Being stupid is dangerous. Right? Being stupid is dangerous. Driving a car is not dangerous. Right? You need to learn how to drive it properly. Okay? If you know how to drive it properly, it is a very useful tool day to day, which helps you in day-to-day life. Right? Same thing with advanced poses. So learn it properly. Okay. Don't go and jump into advanced poses without knowing the basics. This is my humble request to you. And don't listen to all these pseudoscience doctors. When you have a title as a doctor, right? Naturally, people listen. Oh, this guy is a doctor and he's coming with a skeleton. Okay, so don't go and listen to these unnecessary things. Okay, there is enough and more research done on these poses, whether it is Sarvangasana or Shirshasana, and the benefits are numerous, amazing benefits. And I know all of you has realized this. Right? Before meditation, when you go do Shirshasana, you are realizing it every single day when you're doing this. Okay. So now, next time when someone comes and tells you all this nonsense, explain to them properly. Or, take your mobile, go to, AI tools like Google, Gemini, show them.